Have you ever wondered what heaven looks like? What if I told you Daniel got a front row seat to one of the most mind-blowing visions ever? He saw God, the Ancient of Days, sitting on a fiery throne, surrounded by countless angels. And then something even amazing happened. Someone appeared in the clouds, and this changes everything. Who was it? What does it mean for us today? Stay locked in, because we're about to break it all down in the simplest way possible. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Let's get into it. Daniel, a man who served God faithfully, one night gets hit with a vision straight from heaven. And what he saw? Man, it was next level. He describes a scene where thrones were set up, and boom, the Ancient of Days appears. Now you might be thinking, who's the Ancient of Days? Well, that's God himself, sitting on his eternal throne, ruling over everything. Check this out. Daniel 7 verses 9 says, "As I looked, thrones were set in place, and the Ancient of Days took his seat. His clothing was as white as snow. The hair of his head was white like wool. His throne was flaming with fire, and its wheels were all ablaze." Man, just imagine that. God sitting on a fiery throne, dressed in pure white, his hair shining like wool. This ain't some normal vision. This is God in his full glory, showing Daniel who's in charge. But wait, it gets more intense. Daniel looks around and sees thousands upon thousands of angels standing before God, ready to serve. And then the books were opened. What books? The records of everything, every action, every word, every thought. This is serious business. Then in Daniel chapter 7 verse 13 to 14, Daniel sees something even more shocking. "In my vision at night I looked, and there before me was one, like a son of man, coming with the clouds of heaven. He approached the Ancient of Days and was led into his presence. He was given authority, glory, and sovereign power. All nations and peoples of every language worshipped him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion that will not pass away, and his kingdom is one that will never be destroyed." Now, who's this Son of Man coming on the clouds? That's Jesus. This vision wasn't just about God's power. It was a prophecy about Jesus, showing up in glory, taking his place as king over everything. The whole world will worship him, and his kingdom, it'll never be destroyed. So what does this mean for us today? Well, it's a reminder that no matter how crazy the world gets, God is still on the throne. Jesus is still king. And one day, he's coming back to set everything right. Daniel saw the future, and that future, it includes Jesus ruling forever. So if you ever feel lost, stressed, or wondering if God's in control, remember this vision. The Ancient of Days is on the throne, and his kingdom will never fail. That's Daniel's vision in a nutshell. Hope this blessed you. If it did, hit that like button, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep Bible breakdowns. Stay strong, stay faithful, and remember, God's got this. Peace.